Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's ZiggyNo. Today is June 15th, and welcome. We're talking sports cards. I think I change my intro up every day. I don't know. There's a couple I like. Some people have like down every day. And anyway, let's get into the good stuff. Really good content today. First of all, keep the comments coming up. I really appreciate those positive comments. Really fuel this fire. The negative ones are like coal, baby. And turn those to diamonds. Anyway, good stuff. Let's just go ahead and jump into it. Again, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Like, dislike, leave comments, get your notes out, a lot of good stuff. Okay, guys, we're gonna start with Bench Clear Media on the fly with Mike and Ty just yesterday. First thing I want to mention is they have announced that the Hobby Palooza, third Hobby Palooza, will think I'd be the weekend after this, right? Not this weekend, the 18th, 19th, the weekend following that, right? 25th, 26th. I believe it's confirmed. I have a spot. I tell you why I'm hesitant. I'm one of those content creators that like you're either gonna kind of like or kind of hate type of, you know what I'm saying? And Benchler guys have been great to me for years. But sometimes I'm thinking that they're looking for a way to cut Ziggy off the list. I don't think they are, but anyway, I should be confirmed. And as soon as I am, I will be telling you what I've got planned, which is gonna be really exciting. But let's get into today's show. On the fly with Mike and Ty, talked a little bit about the economy, the recession. I made a comment there. I don't agree with everything they said, but I love these guys. I love their insights. For example, Ty makes a comment that his eBay sales were actually up recently, even though with the economy going to poop. Well, here's the reason I'll tell you for that. Americans really still haven't felt pain. We're still fat, lazy Americans, right? Everything's still working. Our gas is expensive, but we're still getting access to it, right? We're still going to the same stores. We're still doing stuff. We haven't felt pain. When we feel pain, you're going to feel those eBay sales come down. Are we going to feel pain? I hope not, right? I think there will, I don't know. We might really feel real pain. But just remember, we really haven't felt real pain in this country. Okay. Other great content there. They talk about Hobby Palooza. They talk about the state of the hobby. Talk about investing in cards. What would you do if you had money right now? What would you put it in? Again, check out the channel. As Mike says, he's not going to give you investment information. He's not going to start now. And I really appreciate that, Mike. So shout out to you on that. Next up, I think this look, Infinite Investment. I really love your channel, man. We're going to do a collab. Let me just also say this. There's several people who've asked to do collabs, and I want to do that. I will always collab with anybody who wants to, okay? My schedule's been kind of crazy. It will happen. So just sit tight. Thank you for your patience. And like I said, I really like this because I like to help others and they help me and we always learn from each other. But this headline, Vegas Dave will be right about sports cards, had me stitches laughing because he's right. Remember when Vegas Dave came out, I think like 2021 or 2020, and told everybody we're fools for being a sports card? And everybody looked at him, Vegas Dave's an idiot, as he was cashing in his $3 million card. He's right. Now, again, I'm not trying to be a hater, but guys, there's just, think about it. Just think about it. I love these things, man. Like I said, I'm a bear short term, but long term, I'm a bull. Okay. In that discussion of negative market and where it is, well, Dakota from Sports Card Anonymous kind of came out of sabbatical yesterday, did a phenomenally produced video. Like maybe, and I don't mean this in a negative way, maybe he's been spending time learning to produce videos. This was a beautiful video. The message was interesting. It was very similar to Dustin's, like, I'm a bear short time, but I'm long, I'm a bull. But it wasn't the same. That wasn't the same message, but it was the same message, different words, I guess is what I'm saying. But I did like it. Really good story. He talks about what his thoughts are on sports cards, why he got into sports cards, and specifically YouTube, and I enjoy it. So again, Dakota, welcome back. If you guys haven't checked out Dakota and Sports Card Anonymous, please go up and check him out. Tell him Ziggy sent you. Also, before I forget, quickly, go over to this. I'm gonna drop the link below. If there's one other thing you do, if you get this far, just simply go to this poll and vote. I don't care if you pick Shaggy, Paul, Cousin Jay, or whoever this dude is, but for every vote that goes, and I really want a lot of votes, Flipping Steve is going to donate $1 to the winner of the person going to the national. So this is a great way to help get money for a donation to help a guy who's going to national. It's not for Flipping Steve to go to national. It's for somebody who's winning on his channel a trip to the national. If you don't know about that, go to Flipping Steve's channel too. But seriously, he made a comment that for every vote a dollar goes, there's only 87 votes, right? Up here, there's 153 votes. Let's go down there, ring this freaking bell, guys. Ring the bell, ring the bell. Okay. I'll check back on that. Next up, if you guys want to laugh, I'm like hysterically gut laugh, check this video out. This is from Merle's World. I heard about this because Carlos talked about these two guys went to the Canadian Expo, and before they went up there, they were like bragging about they're going to Canada. These guys are show wizards. I'm the great curator in Merle World. Well, apparently they got their butt kicked. And what I mean by that, they just hit a brick wall, which is called Canada. Canada and hockey. They sold, I think, almost nothing. I don't know. They're just in the video. They're complaining about it. They had a really bad location. Their cases, they had a really bad experience, and I'm not laughing at them. I'm laughing with you guys. I'm laughing with you. I appreciate you sharing it. My favorite part of this is they talked about how they were worried when they were on their way They were worried how they're going to get, how will they get over $10,000 in US back across the border? Because they thought they were going to make that much money in Canada. They thought they were going to make 10,000 in cash, and it was going to be hard to get it across the border. Okay, got more content. Hang in there, guys. Okay, 3 great interviews. Well, 2 great interviews, and one that was just a chat with a buddy. I don't know. Look, love the guys. That's family over at Reckless, and I mean that. It's a family at Reckless. The kids are involved, the mother, the father. Check out Reckless. They've been doing content forever. Kind of new to YouTube content, but I really encourage them to put it out. They put it out. I'm going to help you guys learn about it. Great interview, learning about stack selling. This gentleman right here built a business on what's called stack selling cards. It's a really nice kind of like your local, I think it's like, remember your local store where you go down a local store and you get some flour and you get some stuff, go, hey, put it on my account, sir. And at the end of the month, they true up your account. You know, there's no real credit, just kind of a neighborhood credit. That's what this was to me. This guy basically sells cards. You're like, hey man, I want to put one of those cards, put a judge here on my account with some flour. And at the end of the month, or, you know, whenever you feel like, you call them, hey man, can you ship my cards to me? It's just 2 things. Innovative genius. Innovative genius. Okay. Next up, great conversation. I'll be brutally honest here. I'm not a fan of gin and juice, at least not this gin and juice. And I don't mean that in the wrong way, guys. I just feel like you guys are like flashy guys who came in the hobby recently in last year too, and you have a lot of money. You open up boxes and you're always screaming stuff and don't understand what you're opening. God bless you. I do appreciate what you do for the hobby by opening boxes. It's just, you're not my content. However, this caught my attention. Huge fan here of Coach Co, who is, I think he might even be in Europe. He talks about how he's Portuguese. He loves soccer and soccer. I think it was F1, maybe. I don't know. Long story short, I follow Coach Co on TikTok. He has some of the best TikTok content in sports cards, and I'm not kidding. Check him out. Great resource. Like every genre, or not every genre, every piece of social media has like a couple leaders in it. He is the leader in TikTok. He is my TikTok go-to sports cards. If you TikTok, check him out. Really enjoyed this conversation. Learned about him. I'm going to reach out, say, I heard from Gin and Juice. I like Gin and Juice more. Yo, Jen, what's up, Juice? You guys are buddies now. Okay, next one up, and I'll just say this real quickly. Andrew and Cage. First of all, Andrew, you upset me because you just don't answer. You don't respond to me. You don't reply. You're kind of childish. And I don't mean that in the wrong way, but I want to help you, okay? You guys have the friendliest hangout show with the most potential that's absolutely failing. And what I mean by that is, every time I watch you guys interview somebody, I sit there thinking to myself, please ask this question. Please ask this question. And you never do. And they're the easiest, simplest follow-up questions, like just simple one. Here we go. Ray Schulte. He is the guy who runs the National. Okay, this is the man who runs the National. Everybody in sports cards whines all the time about why is the National always in, everybody's in Atlantic City and Chicago and sometimes Cleveland. Why is it always there? Why is it always there? And I'll tell you right now, here's another thing. Prediction. AC is going to be a bust. It's going to be way down in attendance. They're going to blame it on the economy. They're not going to blame it on the reality, which is card markets correcting. And you're never going to see numbers like you did last year. This guy's out of touch. He sits here talking about last year. He doesn't understand what's going on. And it's sad, Ray. Are you not paying attention the last 12 months? Like, he still thinks it's last year. Let me get to my point. The question is, Ray, why don't you move the National to a different location? Ray's answer, guys, the reason Ray tells you the National is always in the same 2 damn locations, 1 is the unions, 2 is there's only so many places that can hold their location. The most important one he stresses is they need someone who can commit multi-years in advance. And no municipalities can do that. He needs multi-year in advance commitments. He used to go to both. Why doesn't someone ask why? Why do you need multi-year commitments? What do you mean by that? Explain that to me. And why are they not giving? I don't understand that. So are you saying that you need to book 3 years in advance to be in Cleveland? Why would Las Vegas say no to that? Why would they not take it 3 years in advance? I don't understand that. Like, why are the only places that are doing that are Chicago, poop, and AC, pop, crap? Why? And go further than that. Why don't you change? Every other freaking conference in the world can be, up and running in months or whatever. It's going on global. It's a global world. It seems to me like you're just stuck and you're not making changes. And Lucas, Tigers, and Bronze, you had an easy answer to say, Ray, explain to me why that 3-year commitment is locking you guys into the same 2 locations. Help me understand that. Did you see what the Mint did? They went to Vegas this year. First year, they were successful. Ray, what are your thoughts on that? Lucas, Tigers, and Bronze, you guys are you sold out, dude. You want an advertisement or sponsorship so desperately, you don't ask a follow-up question, which in my opinion is going to hurt you. You're very much like some other channels who think you're interviewing people. I'm sorry, I went too long on that. Moving on. Great video here from JD Sports Cards. JD talks about selling, and he talks about selling small. Great video. He goes on his eBay data. JD also talks about card hedge, which is another thing I was thinking to myself, why is no one use card hedge? Why is no one doing more advertising? I mean, card hedge, I think, is free for a while. It's got great data. I think I like about it is you can compare different card grades right next to each other. The guy who runs it's really nice. It's friendly. It's not card ladder. And it's not market movers. It's cheap. You know, why don't you guys use card hedge? Have you guys heard about card hedge? And also, whatever happened to Slabstock's product and whatever happened to Card Genie? Makes you think of how hard it is to keep a business in the data tool world. A lot of it's marketing just to get you to come back and use the data tool. Really good video here, JD. I do recommend. And again, I feel like I've just gone too long. Let me summarize this. Take us into some good, warm and fuzzy collecting videos. Here we got Carlos and Andy from Blinded Me from React Refractors. Now, the best part of this conversation is that Carlos, although you don't want to talk to me, I would love to talk to you because I agree with his comments about the National. He is a little pompous and cocky. In fact, we probably share a lot of the same similarities. He would come and he'd go to the National, make fun of it, like, oh, this is the National. Why is it so small? You know, poking at it. I totally agree with you. I mean, again, it's a big room with a bunch of tables and cards on it. Ooh. It's not like you're going, like I've been to some conferences where there's people doing magic shows, you know, there's beautiful women walking around, there's athletes doing signing. Well, I guess I have that at sports card show. But my point is, it's a freaking card show. And I love Carlos's comment on it. I love Andy defending the National. I love the conversation between the two. I do recommend it. Check it out. And again, tell Carlos Ziggy sent you. You know why? Because I'm Carlos too. That's right. I'll tell you, I'm the Carlos too. Okay, last videos. Listening to an old friend of mine. This is Snoop 12922. And what I love about this, he talks about a care package from Topps 85401. And no, we're not talking code here. We're talking geek, collector geek. I didn't know about this person. I didn't know about Topps 85. So I went over to this page. Look at that, 3,000 subscribers, power collector, great information. He's an almanac on baseball. I'm going to do this a lot with you guys. Subscribe to the channel. This is why I love about this community. You learn about other people in the community by just listening, paying attention. Now I know if I've got a baseball card collection question, I can go ask this gentleman about it, and I can refer my friend my friend Snoop sent me over to you, Topps. Can you help me out? Right. Shout out to Bobbles and Ball Card, another great one. He was adding to the donation with Flipping Steve on that. Send somebody to the National. I think I got one more video here. Yeah, one more video. Real quickly, this is for ERB Sports. Just started his channel like recently. Video subscribers 25. He dropped a comment yesterday on my channel. Hey man, I just hit my channel. Can you give me a shout out? Easy to do. And I'm gonna keep an eye on you. You're in my rotation. As you put out content, I'll be watching. And I hope to, rotate you back in the future. I hope to see you continue growing. I know for YouTube channels, the hardest thing, guys, we all have a great idea when we start these things. I mean, I did. It's consistency, and life interrupts. Life will interrupt. I want to do a video on kind of some tips I learned about creating content. Not that, again, I'm really good at it, but some tips I learned as far as the channel and stuff that helped me. But just out there to ERB and to all the other small channels out there, man, I love your content. I appreciate your hustle, man. Right? Keep doing it, and keep giving me feedback as well, guys. Thank you. Have a great day.